Hey, Brave Christian families. I wanted to take a few minutes, not just to send out a memo, but to talk with you face to face because there's a meaningful change happening in how we're leading our schools. And I want to be really clear, and I want you to hear it from me first and hear it from the heart. Okay, the first part is that my dad, Pastor Darren Laws, is transitioning out of his role as the executive over our schools. And I want you to know the heart behind this. The past season has asked a lot of him at home. Our family's walking through some very real health challenges right now. There are people that Pastor Darren loves who need his full presence and attention. And so after a lot of prayer, he and I came to the same place together. It's time for him to step back from the day-to-day weight of leading our schools so he can give himself fully to our family during this season. So we want to honor him for it. Over the last few years, my dad's carried our schools as the executive over all of them, and he's poured himself into this place. And the fruit, it's everywhere you look. The spiritual life of our staff, the way our whole culture is centered around Jesus, and that sense when you walk on campus, like, man, there's something different here. There's something special about this place. Listen, so much of that is because of the stuff he's been doing behind the scenes. So please, just hear me on this. We love Pastor Darren. He's not stepping back because something went wrong. He's stepping back because something went right. But now something at home needs him. And so he got our schools to a healthy, grounded place, and a healthy place is exactly the right time to hand off the baton. Also, I just want you to know Pastor Darren is not disappearing. He'll be right here coaching, working alongside our principals, pouring into Brave Church the way that he always has. So we're not losing his wisdom. He's just going to be giving it from a place that's better for our family. And so if you're already wondering, well, when's his retirement party? Is how's this going to end? Listen, don't go printing any invitations. We're not there yet. He's still in the game. It's just going to look different based on personal needs. And so here's how we're going to lead going forward. And it's actually not new to our history. In a lot of ways, this is a return to what worked best. Our school has been going strong for almost 60 years. And in our strongest seasons over that history, at our peak, we didn't have one leader responsible for everything. What we had was something even better. Capable, competent principals, each one leading their school, owning it, shepherding it, knowing every family by name, and leading that school to thrive. And that's when our schools were at their very best. And so that's exactly what we're returning to in our model of leadership, principal-led and board accountable. Each principal leads their schools fully. And what that means is simple. Your principals lead your schools. Denise, Tara, Kelly, Larry, these leaders that are working alongside them, the teams that they have around them, these are the people leading your schools, and they're experienced, they're capable, and they have the authority to make decisions. Now, they're not waiting on permission from some committee. They are the leaders. And so let me tell you where I fit into all of this, okay? Because I don't want any confusion. I'm not here to run your student's school. And I'm not the one standing over our principal's shoulders grading their work. That's not my role. And honestly, it never should be. My role is pastoral. I'm here to pray with our principals, be a sounding board when hard decisions come their way, to offer wisdom when it helps, and to keep all of us anchored to the one thing that holds everything together, helping students pursue their purpose. And so I get to be a pastor to our leaders, and that's the part I love most, and that's the part that I'm holding on to. But parents, here's what that means for you. When you have a question, a concern, or an idea, your school's principal is your person. They have the authority to listen, the authority to act. You're not navigating a maze to get to someone who can help you. You're talking to a leader who can actually lead. And our principals aren't doing this alone. They're meeting together regularly. They're learning from each other. They're bringing their hard questions and hard things they're dealing with to the table, and they're making sure that what you tell us actually turns into change. And that's a really important part. Here's something I'm genuinely just really excited about. I'm a pastor, I'm also a parent. And I'm really excited because we're gonna keep up our rhythm of parent and student surveys. And I want you to hear me on this. We take what you tell us very seriously. We read it, we sit with it, and we're letting it shape what we actually do. In fact, because of what you've already told us, there are a lot of exciting changes and improvements on the way that are happening this summer, this fall, this school year. And so you'll be hearing about those directly from your principals. They'll be communicating next. But I've never been more hopeful about our schools than I am right now. We've got the right leaders, the right roles, the right support, and the very same mission that started all of this. And so I just want to end by saying thank you. Thank you for trusting us with your students. Thank you for your trust in your students' education. This is one of the greatest honors of our lives, that we get to serve you, serve your families, and see the future leaders of a generation raised up right before our eyes. So let's go and let's have a great year.